Okay, click this button, click that button. All the buttons are clicked. That means we're live. It's alive. Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Welcome to the Volcano Eruption live stream. And good to see everyone piling into the channel. Glad to have you all sneaking on board. And I see a whole bunch of names. Shout out DrFox2000 from Steve Hamilton. Okay, thank you. Always like shout outs. Anyway, we will get to naming names shortly. First, I want to remind everyone gently that if you take a look at the top of your chat box, it says top chat or live chat. That means you are actually watching a live stream as it is happening. If you happen to see top chat replay or live chat replay, that means you are watching the recording of the stream after it's already finished and it's not live anymore. That means you cannot partake or be interactive in the chat box. And if you try, nobody's going to respond to you because nobody's there anymore. Also, you can still make comments though, down below in the regular comments, just like any other video. Just understand those are not interactive comments. That means it will take some time before somebody replies to you. Having said all those good things, you do see a 4 split on the screen right now, and 3 of those are live and 1 is not. And I'm sure you can figure it out. But the one that's not is actually the one that's going to be the inquisitive one of today. And we will talk about that a little bit more in a little while. Now, getting back to all of you good people who have already come into the stream. I see there's 88 of you already in here, and I did start a few minutes early, so I'm sure that number will go up a whole bunch real quick. First one in today was Bob Vick. So Bob Vick, you get the cookies today. And very good. And a whole bunch of other people popped in right after that, so I didn't keep track, but Bob Vick apparently was the first person in. And I hope he hit that like button. And let's get at naming some of the wonderful people that are in our stream today. And I'm going to start out with our moderators, of course. Arizona Snowman is here, as well as Piggy. And they do a wonderful job. They're very good people. They greet and meet everyone, and do a fantastic job at keeping the channel clean of unwanted things, which is really good of them. Anyway, so we already mentioned Bob Vick. I want to go through some of the people that are here. Rebecca Patterson, Colin Dedman, Miss Lobo Bob is back. Let's see. Buddhafinger 1, also in the house. Sharon Stewart is here. Sarah Wright. Carrie Castine. Craig Thor is back. Kate Kress, or I'm just going to stick with Kate. Old Mummy of Hamsters is here. Welcome. Barbarian also back, as well as Wessex Dragon. Good to see you guys. Roberto Seviero, welcome back. Kevin Haynes, Kevin Haynes, Silicone Avatar, Sudi Hayes. Blah, 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 blah. Trouble talking today. It must be Monday. Sue Hayes. Jean also here. Carol Peacock. Nick Anderson. Let's see. Who did I miss here? Going up the ladder real quick. Jason Slater also in the house. Ronnie Rhino also there. Larry Vladica. Welcome back, Larry. Yona from Iceland. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. And Liam Darcy also, is there Dorsey, sorry, also here. And let's see, MG2431 also in the house, as well as Billy Bob Joe. Boy, I got like real trough mubbles today. Oh my God, I'm balking backwards, getting my merds all wixed, guys. What am I gonna do? Okay, Sherry Hewitt. Let's see, Robert Frary, Steve Hamilton, Mummy Ness, Mum, yeah, Mum, welcome. Liz Markman Moiler. I actually said that one okay, from Denmark. Glad to have you on board, Liz. Let's see. I got Robert Carroll. We got already. Ducky is in the house. Connie Tyree as well. Let's see. Who else? Tina Sassy. Welcome. Steve Hamilton. Not sure. I think I might have mentioned you already. Craig Thor we got. Nick we got. And Juliet. Welcome in. Welcome back. Chicky is also here, as well as Hans is in the channel as well. So welcome all you guys. Glad to have you on board. And I'm just trying to see if there's some more names that I might have missed. Sherry Lawson is here. And Mona Alfano. Welcome back, Mona. As well as Mark La Barbecue, cooking up something good, I hope. And who else? Sharon Stewart, I think we got you there. Tracy Bird in the house. And going up, trying to see, boy, there's a lot of activity real quick at the beginning here. Okay, we got those names, Duchess of Elements is also here. Welcome, Duchess. And let's see, who else did I miss in the lineup here? Anyway, hoping everybody had themselves a pretty good Monday. My Monday was not too bad. Wasn't the greatest, but wasn't too bad. Oh, I see some more down on the bottom end here. We got MG already, Ronnie Rhino. We got Robert McFarland. Welcome. And Evie is back. Good to see you. I see Yallop. See Yallop. Okay, got it. Welcome. Darkest Gooner. That's a new name on me, but welcome. PJ Steele also in the house. And who else did I miss here? Dan Windsor. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board. Mummy Waves. All right, good. Anyway, Mummy of Hamsters also here. Yeah, we got Sherry Zoe. Welcome, glad to have you back. Aurelio Perez also back. Good to see you there. And Dodger in the house. And I think I got just about everybody else that's snuck in there. If I did happen to miss your name, don't be offended. I will probably get you down the road here. Wanted Dead or Alive is back as well. And Jane Binch, Diane Craig. Welcome all of you, and glad to have you back on board. I see the chat is filling up fairly quickly here. We're at 171 people in already. So the group keeps growing, which is absolutely fantastic. And I do appreciate all those likes that we're getting. Kev the Argonaut. Okay, welcome, Kev. Always watching. Okay, glad to have you watching, and that's actually half the battle. Robert Dowdy also back in the channel. Good to see you there. Yeshahi, or what is it? Yeshai Jess. Yeshai Jess. And then Santababan. Okay, we're gonna stick with Yeshai. Welcome. Glad to have you on board anyhow, even if I did mess your name up. Also got Johnny Votes. I hope I said that one right. Sassy also here. And Tony Nagy snuck in as well. Glad you're all on board, you guys. And yeah, if you hit that like button, that's absolutely awesome. That's the kind of support I do look for. Just to let you know, the channel is, or sorry, the stream is not monetized. We do have the super chat thing active, but nobody is obligated in any way, shape, or form. I'd prefer if you actually hit that like button and get the numbers up on that. Would be really, really cool. Anyway, let's get to talking about volcanoes rather than saying hi to people like Carla Ott that we might have missed, and Scott Hartman, and you know, all those Sarah Wrights, and you know, they're all good people. Like even, you know, Henry Nelson, who just snuck in there and said hi. Yeah, you're all welcome, you know that. So anyway, glad to have everyone here, and we're going to keep going. The view, and of course I worked hard today, so I don't know what all went on. I did get some emails in with some information, and we kind of have a track that we wanted to go down. They did update the 3D maps, so that is something that we want to have a look at. I think the first thing though I'm going to do is we will take our little trek around the cameras and see what we've got going. So of course this is Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma in the Canary Islands, and right now you can see three distinctive vents, although the top one is really fiery right now from this angle, so it's very interesting. Last night while I was sitting there watching, I did notice some more lightning, but I didn't record any of it. But this type of dark cloud material coming out, that will certainly cause some of the lightning, but we need the other vents to start shooting up a little bit more quickly, I think, to make that happen. Anyway, it does look like it is fairly cloudy and throwing up a lot of ash. Here we go over to the other one. You can see the openings a little bit better from this angle, and you definitely can see what's happened in the back here. That used to be a couple of vents there, and I think they've turned into one. And of course we have this vent here, and I don't know if I want to call this guy a vent. I think that might be an outflow for this thing here down on the bottom somewhere, and it gets to a certain level and it starts to flow out. That's kind of what I'm thinking that might be, because the lava's got to be going somewhere from that thing, and we know it's not just splashing over the top, right? So that's got to be an out vent or exit port of some sort. And that's what I'm thinking. Boy, we're seeing a lot of flames in there tonight. That is very interesting. A lot of gas in there as well, I guess. Things are burning off pretty quick. So having seen that one, let's go over to... I know, I'm going to leave that one for now. I have that one paused because that video is already actually over. So let's just go to above the clouds here for a few minutes, and we're going to have a look at that first. So of course it is still fairly light up top, and I don't know, I don't think it's the sun. This is actually moving, I believe. I just want to double check and make sure we are actually live. Yeah, we are live. So it's hard to tell because we're so far back from the volcano. But you can definitely see on here that that's where our volcano is shooting up the material. Some of that black dark cloud that's within that circle there is definitely prominent. I'm wondering if that's the moon hiding in there. The sun should already be off to the west, so I'm thinking that might be the full moon hiding in the clouds, and or very close to full moon. It's actually full on the 20th, and today being the 18th, or ending of the 18th, we're not too far away from it. So that's likely what's causing that big whitish glow in this particular shot right now. And it does look like it's earlier in the day than it actually is. It's already 23:08, so 11:08 p.m. There, and that's how bright it is up on the hill. So, okay, can Vieja get more explosive? We will touch on that, Laura. That is actually kind of a good question, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. I wanted to keep on track with what I was looking at earlier here, and we want to return back to the other view, and I'm actually going to let that one play now, although there isn't a lot of fast action in there, but I am going to let it play. We're going to talk about this, and this is actually quite interesting and unique. What I find very odd is that we have the lava. It continues to ride the stream down the path and stay on top. And this is kind of, to me, is kind of wild, kind of different. And again, we look at this lava having poured, and it's pouring out of here and pouring in this direction, but it's staying on top. Why did it not pour down over into the lower portions here? And this is definitely lower land than up here, right? So why is the lava not going down there? Why is it staying up on the hills? That's a very weird question, something that I'm just kind of curious about. But nevertheless, let's move that ahead a little bit and give you a little bit more of a let's see if we can, yeah, we'll let that play, and I'm actually going to play it at twice the speed, so we can get it moving a little faster, and that actually is pretty cool. Let's see if we go, yeah, come on, play, there we go. So I've got it set on double the speed. Some of the rumbles and shakes is just the guys moving the cameras and that, so not to worry about that part. I think we're going to jump ahead. They did pan around a little bit, and they did have some technical difficulty. Wonderful. But that should clear in a second or two, and boy oh boy, yeah, let's go ahead. There we go. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this kind of depicts exactly what I'm talking about. The lava sitting on top of the stream. Why is it not rolling off into the lower portions? And this is something that, you know, one really has to ask. And we know that it's lower on both sides, but it seems to be sticking to the lava stream itself, and that is very interesting. Zoe, you mentioned a tube, and yes, but it's exiting from the tube, and why is it flowing in this direction? Why is it not going over to the lower stuff on the other side? You know, and that's kind of, I guess, Mother Nature is taking care of where the gravity is. And I do have that set on double, so you're actually seeing that lava come out fairly quickly, but I just wish there was less of the interference stuff going on there. And but anyway, you see that lava stream is getting bigger and bigger. Let's see, Sandra Rockland also on the channel, and we got KFKFK, welcome. And what is it, a boulder? No, it's not a boulder. That's the whole thing. It's like it popped the top of a lava tube, Zoe. That's what it looks like. Red alert, red alert. Prediction. Dream. Gunner is going to have a supermassive collapse, and it's coming. Don't know, but Canary Islands. Okay. All right. So that's a prediction. We'll have to consider that. Thank you, Duchess. All right, Barbarian might be a false perspective in the picture too. False in what sense, though, Barbarian? Okay, so that's something so different that Iceland experience, but okay, equally enthralling. Okay, this time watching you guys with interest for signs of forbidden T word. Okay, as my garden is a beach on the south coast of UK. A garden on the beach, eh? All right. T word. Okay. I don't know what T word you want to talk about, but this lava is actually moving at a fairly reasonable rate, and it seems to be pouring out very well. And again, of course, the picture is a little bit on the flaky side, unfortunately. Robert Booten says, okay, there's another vent behind the main vent. Can you see it? Okay, right now we're looking at the lava flow down towards the ocean here. And this is where this is. We will get to that, though, Robert Booten, and not a problem. Andrew Swift, swim in the lava, I'm cold. Andrew, I don't think you want to do that. Oh, the T word, I assume is the big wave. Yeah, we're not worried about the tsunami right now. You know, when you, and I'll talk about that just a little bit here, just when you consider the physical size of what we have there at La Palma, and I want you to compare La Palma, the entire island, with the Juan de Fuca Plate on the west coast of Canada and the United States. Now, that Juan de Fuca Plate is about 750 to 900 miles long, depending on who's doing the measurement. This little island isn't anywhere near that. If a portion of the island did break or cracked off, and what we were talking about here before was that it would realize about a 4-meter drop of the shelf that's overhanging. If it did drop, it would displace a volume of 4 meters of depth of water, but over whatever area it happens to be. Now, if you calculate out the movement real quick, it's just not going to create a 150-meter tsunami wave that comes all the way across the ocean over to United States, Canada, and the Caribbean and wipes everything out. That's just not going to happen. It is not physically big enough, okay? And it's not going to have enough force or power to generate that size of a wave. So this is something that you need to really put into perspective. If we do have that type of a catastrophe go on there, but the likelihood of it happening is so minimal, okay? And it's just, you know, like you watch History Channel, they want to sell the show, right? So of course it's like it's the end of the world, that type of thing. Okay, did have some questions in here. Guten Abend, Dina, and I did see some other people. Bobby Joe also in here. Helen Metcalf, Maui Me. Welcome you guys. One Fish as well. Good to see you. Wanted dead or alive, Dr. Fox, are you a volcano expert slash scientist, or are you just super smart? Well, I'll take the latter. I'm super smart. No, I'm not super smart. There's some people in here that are a lot smarter than I am, especially when it gets to volcanoes. And let's see. I see some more people in here, but no, I'm not trying to be weird or try to make things sound absolutely fantastic. I try to give you what we do have for factual information, and I think this is the important part, that we look at it in a realistic view and terms, and keep it as factual as we can. We're not into trying to promote or fear monger, if you will. It's bad enough the people there on La Palma are having to suffer through all these anxieties of having to evacuate, a lot of them losing their homes, losing their businesses, their ways of life, and the disruption in general to the society around that volcano due to the noise and the inconvenience of the ash and everything else. You know, that to me is bad enough. We don't need to turn around and instill more fear or hate mongering, if you will, into society, and we will try to stick to the best facts we can to keep things going. Anyhow, this swelling kept on going here, of course, and of course, this is beside the one, I guess, I don't know if we call it a mountain or an old volcano anyway. I think I do have, no, that's not the right map. I have the map up somewhere here. No, not that one either. I think it might be close, so I might be close. Okay, I'm gonna find that map. I have to do that and put you back onto a volcano for a minute or two. They're moving that shot around again a little bit. Very smoky and fiery in the that top vent, which is pretty cool. We'll put it back to this one here so you can actually see it fairly well. And then speaking of vents, we're going to get to that for a few minutes, and then I will work on getting that 3D map loaded up, because then we can do both the vents and this in the same time. And let's see if we can get to the right place and load these other images really quickly as soon as I can find them. Okay. Oop, we need to get rid of that one behind. Okay, so now gonna put these on. These are screen captures that were sent to me. So these are for discussion purposes is what we're going to use them for. And it's kind of interesting. I'll see, actually I probably won't be able to do that. I'll have to do one at a time and see how that happens. Come on, switch over. There we go. All right. I got too many things open on my computer, I think. Okay, so important here. We're looking at vents, and I just find it kind of interesting the way that one goes. So we see, obviously, this is that front one that we think is actually kind of a spillway. This is definitely a vent. This guy here is definitely a vent. And you can see how powerful that thrust is coming out of there. So it is shooting out quite a bit. What I'm also looking at is back here. And you see this heavy plume of ashes coming up from that particular vent. Okay, and you can see that's that hill. This is actually sitting on another hill behind it. So we've got another hill that has another vent in it. Now we know that there's a pile of ash already sitting there, and that was there from before. But so this is kind of looking at it from the southwestern side, and that's what we're able to see there. And I just thought we'd share that photo real quick. That one is pretty cool. Then I've got a couple other ones here I'm going to load up, and we'll see. Yeah, Cirque Star. Yeah, full moon, high tide. Full moon is in 2 days, and high tide, I have no idea when they're going to have a high tide there. Anyway, I'm waiting for my computer to catch up. It's working on it, and I will load the next image, and get back down to the bottom here. This is a little bit more bright and cheery, I think. Well, I don't know about cheery, but it is definitely brighter. And we'll get rid of the other one underneath, and put that back in the middle there, and push that one live. So you can have another little bit of a close-up view of the actual volcano. That does depict it a little bit better, but you can see off on the right-hand side, that's the new cone that's developing. And it's quite unique. So as soon as that comes up on the screen here, I'm waiting. There we go. So that is actually pretty awesome looking, and I'm kind of going, when I look at that, going, okay, what the heck happened there? So it actually is creating a secondary vent, or another vent on the side. And pretty fantastic to see that. And just so you kind of put it into proper perspective, that is just a little, yeah, it's going to be a new cone. So we're going to have, it's another vent, so it's going to develop into a cone of some sort as long as it keeps going. And we are going to see more flow happening to the what would it be, south, yeah, the flow be going southwest a little bit more, and perhaps more of those would be impacted, more of those homes in those areas would be impacted. We will look at that 3D map, like I said, after the break. I'm going to have to find out where I loaded it, but I do have it, and want to share that with you. So yeah, this is kind of neat to see that extra cone build up on the side there. Definitely working on burning out the rest of those trees that were there. And we will go to our next shot in a second, and while that loads, I'm going to try to load another one, and that should be in there in a second. At least we hope it's going to be there in a second. Okay, there it goes. So that's just another side view of the main volcano, and it gives you a little bit better insight what it looks like when it's just pushing out that gassy material at high velocity. Now, I'm surprised that in these shots that you don't see any lightning or static, but you could very easily see that in there. And I do believe I have one last image here, and this was kind of a close-up view of some lava flow going through there, so we'll get that on the screen as well. And then I'm looking at the time here, being careful not to go over. And let's see. All right, come on, you can do it, computer. Make it happen. 2 minutes, yes, Piggy. I'm watching the clock. No worries. I need my Pepsi break today. My lips aren't working right. Need more sugar. I'm not sweet enough. Okay, so Maria is there as well. And did I say hi, Yvonne Kunkel? And Emma is also here. Welcome. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? I got Tony Nagy here already. Betty is also here. We got Helen earlier. Let's see, we got Zoe Garrison, Rumley, I hope I said that right. Welcome. Big Toe is also back. Henry Nelson, I think I mentioned you earlier there. Sir Q, Barbieren, the tide puts pressure on the land. Yes, the tide does put pressure on the land, but as we already know, the influence on most of these things. Anyway, just before I get into that, just this picture, just a show of how the lava will make its own little tubes. And you can see that right on the screen there, the way it was flowing down, and actually buried itself, created its own little tube, and you only see it for a portion of the way coming down the hill. Really cool, really neat. So the volcano making its own tubes. All right, we'll put you back to the live view there. And what was I saying about the other stuff? Squirrel effect. My apologies. Let's see. 3 vents show more pressure. Okay. Oh, it was something about pressure on the land. Okay, the tides. That's what we were going to talk about. Okay, just so we have it clear, or try to keep it relatively clear. When the moon and the sun are on the same side of the planet, that means we will see about a 0.7%. That's 0.7. Okay, only 0.7 of a percentile of interaction from the sun and the moon pulling on the Earth, as far as gravity is concerned. As far as a tidal shift, yes, you're correct. There is more pressure on the land, but the land is not going to worry about that little change. When the moon and the sun are on opposite sides of our planet, most of that energy is nulled out to a degree, and we see about a 0.3% effect from the gravity pull. Okay, so the interaction is a very minuscule number as far as what it does to volcanoes. Now, I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, but you know, it's going to affect things this way, that way. There is always a small effect. The small effect can do things that, you know, it can be the tipping point for some other effects that we may have. So this is something to bear in mind. So yeah, they could be the catalyst to an event that's already set itself up and needs just that little bit more energy or movement to cause it to happen. So if you know, you're saying, is there influence? Yes, there is. Is it detrimental to what's going on? Only in certain circumstances. So for the most part, it's got to be minimal. And I'm getting snout bopped like crazy here. I know, I got to get off of here. Supposed to be on my break, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go take that break. Otherwise, I'm gonna be talking about tidal effects and things like that forever. Still got the other video on. I'm going to pause that one for us. We want to look at that one some more with the lava moving. And I am going to go load that 3D map, or locate it. I have it loaded. It's just locating it. So in the meantime, watch that big fire thing on top of that hill. And don't grab any of the yellowy light colored stuff. You're going to hurt yourselves. I'm your host, DrFox2000. If you have not yet hit that like button, please hit that like button. Pretend it's going to give you a squirt of lava and you want to hit it. And for those who are new to the stream and have not yet subscribed, please do consider doing that as well. Our channel here, actually, we have a very, very high subscriber rate for the channel. Most channels are somewhere around between, well, I'm not going to turn around and try to make them sound bad, but averages usually are somewhere around 32 to 35% of people are subscribed when they go to a stream. Ours is over 50% of everyone that's in here does subscribe, and they love it, and they are enjoying it. So glad that you're all here, and hopefully that you too will have subscribed, and we'll see what happens when I go do the tally up later. I do notice my numbers going up, and I really do appreciate each and every one. And on that note, I'm going to go take that break. Keep smiling. Like I said, don't throw any of that beautiful lava at each other. And I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back right away. Or 5 minutes. Something like that. Maybe 4, maybe 6. Okay, I have got the microphone back on, and hopefully I'm not going to shock me with 300 likes. Oh, come on, you're nowhere near that. And I'm back already. I don't think we'll get up to 300 that quick. 249 now. We'll see what happens. 256. Oh my God, maybe they will do it. 260. Okay, keep going, you guys. And thank you for the welcome back, Yvonne. Helen says, okay, no, not for me. Okay, Duchess of Elements. Okay, please pay close attention. You have the bottom vent on the right above, okay, from the wall in the middle of the system, okay, from the wall of lava stream to the supermassive collapse. You think there's going to be a supermassive collapse, Duchess? We'll keep an eye on that. No, black smoke and ash. Wonder what was caused. Okay, if it was the new one causing it. That new one from the backside was definitely causing a lot of ash. So yeah, very violent gases working. Yes, a lot of gases in there doing their things. Okay. And you can see them firing up at the top, of course. And it's almost a shame that I want to go away from this picture and show you I did bring up the 3D map, but let's just watch the flames and the fire for a minute. I think that's pretty awesome. That is a lot of off-gassing up there, and the fact that everything is lighting up the way it is, that's pretty spooky, pretty scary. And keep your eyes peeled for flashes of lightning, because now that it's coming out of there at a higher velocity, we will in all likelihood see some lightning accompanying all that smoke. That's something that's pretty wonderful. Sky Tour live stream with Mark D'Antonio. Hi. Welcome, and glad to have you on board. And you've got a live stream tour or live stream as well, so glad to have you on board, Mark. Good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. I've got no problem with that. It's we love doing that. You know, actually the other day I was see, I sit in the background in your channel and don't say anything, Mark. That's just it. I watch a lot of the stuff that you're doing and just don't say much. Usually it's open somewhere, and of course, being an amateur, yeah, I can talk. I know I can. It's one of those things. But it's just, hey, I like watching what you're doing with the end results, and you know, seeing some of those wonderful nebula come up and so on. Pretty cool. Really, really awesome. So. And for those people who don't know, if you go looking for live streams, okay, you can always go to his stream. I'm actually gonna see if I can bring up Mark's channel here, and see if we can just throw that link in there for you guys. And if he gives you any trouble, we know a good place we can sacrifice him. I'm kidding. We won't do that, but we will put that in there. And Mark, I do want to talk to you about UFOs one day, but we'll see about that later. Okay, so just to throw your link in the channel, just so all those good people, if you're interested in seeing the stars and you like observing things through telescopes, that link that you now see in the channel, you can actually go there and have a look. I don't know if you're going to be on later tonight, Mark. I don't know what kind of weather you have. I do not give any trouble, and you are a good guy. Why, thank you. Appreciate it, Mark. And there's your channel link there. So if you guys right-click on there, that can open it in a new tab, and you can subscribe. Go have a peek later on and see what he's got going. And he tries to find some of those good things. Thank you. Okay, you humble me. Okay, Dr. Fox. Well, hey, it's all about you know, we have a certain YouTube community here, and we try to promote and help out with everyone that's out there, and I think that way we can all grow, and that's something that I'm really, you know, looking forward to. And you know, as I say with my fellow people watching, you know, other things like other volcano streams, I promote them. I don't diss them in that sense. You know, I don't have competition in the values, right? So. Volcanoes are just a huge part of the creation of life on Earth. And yeah, it's part of that big machine going around and around. And as long as we're spinning and doing our thing, we're going to continue doing what we've got. But anyway, getting back to what we're looking at on the screen. For those who have joined, that is Cumbre Vieja on La Palma Island in the Canary Islands. And you are definitely not just seeing things. This is live, and it is happening right now. So that massive amounts of fire and off-gassing that's coming out of the top vent is for real. It is definitely doing what it's doing. I don't know if the other view is going to show that any better, but I did say I wanted to go to the 3D map. I'm going to do that right now, and then we can get back to the other lava discussion that I had about getting there. Let me see if I can get on the right screen though, and there we go. We got the mouse working in the right place. So let's just back out. There is La Palma in its totality. Almost looks like South America, but not quite. We can cut some of this out and paste it over here maybe. Okay, anyway, the capital, Santa Cruz, is over here. The airport's right around here. We can see that if we zoom in a little bit more. Sorry, there's the airport. And Santa Cruz, the capital, right there. They've got some neat buildings inside a volcano crater right there. They've got condos in there. Hope that thing doesn't blow. I don't know if you have condo insurance or whatever. And look, they've got some stadium stuff. Actually, we'll go back over to this in a minute. I did look at that before on the map. I thought it was pretty awesome. So let's zoom out, get back across to the western side of the island, and let's take a look first off at the top end here where we see our vents. Okay, so what we're seeing are these vents here. These are on top. This, I believe, is the one that's further back. Unfortunately, they don't show the cone the way it's built up, and I think these are a little bit more of an angle actually now, the way they're sitting. The other thing here, what they were thinking was, and I'm not sure, they're not showing that. This is an old volcano. Do not confuse that as a new one. So the new material was sitting here on the side, just so you're a little bit more into it. The Canadian rhino is watching. Doctor, oh, we have a Canadian rhino. All right. Cool. Anyway, so we are getting more lava flowing down this way, as well as persistent amount of ash coming in this direction. This partially covered football stadium is the one that I was saying about the other day, that it is partially covered. So it is definitely in the path. And now if we back out a little bit and go back to the front end here, where we're thinking that lava is actually going to hit the ocean eventually, I figured it's going to come over here somewhere, but it is pushing forward here, and we will probably see this hit the ocean first. Again, it's unpredictable, because we know and we see how the lava seems to like sliding over top of existing old lava, and that is something that is very evident in the other views that we have, i.e. this one here, where you can see the lava right on top. And just to give you an idea of where that actually is, okay, whoop, wrong one. We'll get there. We'll get there. It'll get there. Back to the map. There we go. Okay. That is actually from around here in this area. So I don't think. Whoa! I'm on the wrong screen. So it's somewhere right around in this area that that outflow is happening, and I'm surprised it's not going to this side more. Now we are also going to see more of these ponds over here heat up and evaporate very quickly if it does flow. So if we get more reports on somebody having oh, it's hit the ocean, well, let's look at the camera first and make sure that that's actually what's happened, rather than it pouring into another one of these ponds, causing a whole bunch of steam, and everybody thinks, oh yeah, it finally got into the ocean, right? Actually, if we move that a little bit forward, you can see in that position there. So we could have this flowing. Again, the low spot, I guesstimated the low spot to be, right around here, this guy here. And if we have it push, we may see something go in there before this. But then again, this is also moved ahead quite a ways now. So we could see a lava drop into the ocean, whether it's today, tomorrow, anytime soon. Anyhow, let's see, getting back to our volcano at hand. They do have a lava field that they're showing right now, some of that outflow, and I thought it was nice to be able to view that before they take that away. So now I did hear something about people saying that there were some trapped dogs, and that they were going to send helicopters to get the dogs out, because the dogs are scared and they don't know what to do and they don't want to die and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that they do go rescue these animals. That would be really kind of them. Drones for dogs, Barbarian, that might be a thing to come. Yeah. And of course, these poor animals are trapped, and you don't want to see anything really nasty. Lava hitting the water can make hydrochloric acid, exactly, known as LAYS. can really wreak havoc on the lungs. Absolutely. And you certainly don't want to breathe it, Mark. That's for sure. So when that happens, of course, once the or the lava does hit the water again, I'm sure first off the Coast Guard is going to be close by, as well as a lot of those people have already been evacuated. Now, right there where it will make waterfall, I don't think there are too many homes right close by. So the effect would be a little bit less detrimental to the area, but nonetheless, depending on how much off-gassing we're going to get, how much steam, and which directions it goes, those people still have to be conscientious and very aware of what's going on, and hopefully stay out of harm's way. So yeah, that's a pretty awesome lava field that they're looking at. And of course that is just the flow. And to me, I look at that and I'm going, where do you go if you're stuck somewhere in between there? You have no place to go. You're done. And hopefully, you're not stuck in between something where you can't get off of a high point. How on earth did dogs get left behind anyway? Frank McLeod, some people just left in a hurry, and they were worried, and of course their dogs stayed home, and some of the dogs actually ran away from there, went back home, and things like that. So there's a lot of issues involved, but it is unfortunate, that they had that happen. Bushcraft Bear said they hired a company to rescue the dogs. Okay, that's good, and that they're going to go rescue them, and really good of them, because we don't want to see anybody die, dog or otherwise. Rick Kaufman also here. Sean Art also on the channel. Let's see, Zoe, Juliana also snuck in the door. Welcome, you guys. Emma also here. Barbarian, I don't know if I mentioned you earlier. Glad to have you on board. Julie S, welcome. Glad to have you here. Just going through. Maria also in the channel. Xavier Costa, hope I said it right. Getting worse, as local media said. Yeah, it would be getting somewhat worse. Good night from Ibaza, by the way. Okay, good evening to you, and hope you have a good night. And I think I got most of you. Chloe Dolan, welcome. One like saves one puppy. Yeah, do that. One like saves one puppy, and we will be happy with that. Let's see, Jason Slater, I don't know if I mentioned you earlier. Glad to have you on board. And I think I got most of those good people. Anyway, if I didn't mention your name, like Lou or somebody like that who just snuck in, or Dorothy, don't be offended. Even, people like CL or that, those people, Maui Me, sometimes I don't get all the names. And I do have to say, hey, if I miss your name, you're still welcome here. Don't panic, all right? And Frosty username's got big eyes. On that note, I'm being told I need to go break, and I got bopped, and you know what that means. I need to go, so please don't you guys go away. If you have not yet hit that like button and you like what you're seeing and you like the commentary, please do consider hitting the like button. That's really what I'm looking for. I mean, the channel is not monetized. We do have super chat on, but I prefer if you actually hit that like button and push it up as high as we can get it up there. And that is more important tonight to get going. For those people, actually, before I get on that break, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing the subscription thing. Also, if you want to see that 3D map I was using, you type in all one word, La Palma 3D, and that will take you to a page that has 12 different 3D maps on it. And I am using the second or the third map up in the top row. And you can certainly peruse it and swing around on your own and investigate some of those really cool, neat things. And that crater where all the houses are over in Santa Cruz as an example. So, okay, I'm going for that break. Don't you guys go away. Hit the like button, play nice in the lava. Don't go wandering out in the lava field. It's not good for you. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got the microphone back on. I hope I scared the... Never mind. Anyway, welcome everyone, and we are on our second hour of the Volcano Eruption live stream. I hope I scared everyone awake. Yes, and Piggy is mad. Glad to have everyone on board. And I just figured I'd spook you all here since Halloween is coming. I'm a prankster, and we love doing this. And yeah, Halloween's coming. It's going to be interesting. I think we'll have to have a Halloween show. Anyhow, our volcano is still doing a wonderful job there. Of course, this is Cumbre Vieja in La Palma in the Canary Islands, just off the northwest coast of Africa. It is a Spanish possession, for those who don't know. And they do habla español there. In other words, they speak Spanish. So I don't habla español. I don't speak Spanish. Habla español. That's it. No entiendo. Unless it's cerveza, and I do know that word. Por favor. Okay, having said that, we do see that it is still shooting out a lovely amount of debris and all kind of things. Dr. Fox, they habla Vlad. Yeah, they do habla español. Anyway, pour some more. No, we don't need to pour anymore. Guten Tag is on La Palma and wants to meet bushcraft. Okay. Yeah, well, Daily, I guess they better get at it. Let's see, Rico is also on the channel. Daily is here. Gene also popped in. Eddie Otero, welcome. Glad to have you guys all popping in. Dream of a Hive throws in a 20-pound super chat. Why, thank you, Dream of a Hive. You didn't need to do that. That's awesome. Thank you very, very much for that great super chat. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for being you. I try to be me. And I think that is one of the important parts about running a stream like this is, you know, I try to be me. I try to not go away from my antics, not go away from the little quirks and things where I have to say, hey, you know, hang on for a minute, I gotta load that up or whatever, and you know, trying to be as real as possible all the way through. So, drinks on Dr. Fox tonight. Place your orders here. He promises to hand deliver them all. Oh, Dippy, I don't think so. But nice try. Are the seeds ready? Well, I only want to show one or two, Piggy. I don't want to show all of them. I want to save some of them for a good day, but I am actually kind of sort of at the point where we do need to show the little bacon seed for today. And I did actually start another. I did make a folder, which is really good. So I just want to make sure I got all the ones from yesterday. And we do remember the one that we had yesterday, and of course I have to put that one back up again. And by the way, we did have a bunny in and eating, and it was not the BB, but it was LB. But for those who were looking at it yesterday, and of course I have to put that on the screen, it's vitally important. If you didn't know that I do have wild rabbits that I feed, and they've been coming for, well, almost 4 years now, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, Yeah, Hans, that was LB that came earlier, and he was a little spooked when I opened the window, but he's okay. Anyway, that was the beautiful picture that we looked at yesterday there and really tried to get into it. I thought I'm going to show a couple pictures today. And I just have to because there's a couple that are kind of cute. So, of course, the one that I'm going to show next here, this is kind of a banana lover, and so if your bacon seed takes, or if your bacon tastes like bananas, you will know why. Okay. It's just like they taste like Snickers. I don't know if you ever watched that TV commercial, but this could be why your bacon tastes like bananas as soon as it gets on the screen. Computer thinks I got too many windows open again. I wonder why. Maybe I do. There you go. And that is an awful cute little bacon seed, if you want. And so that's number 20, and I will get the next guy up here. And on the cuteness scale, of course, we have to throw this next one on here, and we go into this next one, and I'm sure you guys will care for it as well. And it's kind of a, I think one's telling the other one something, and I'm not sure what they're saying though. They look cute though. Gotta admit they look cute. All right, why is that not coming on the screen? I did push the button. There we go. All right. So on that note, those guys look a little bit more like teenagers already, and like they're conniving and getting something going. So they're almost what we call senior bacon seeds. So cute though, I gotta admit. Anyway, let's take you from cute over to something a little bit more interesting. So wanted to go back and explore our lovely valley, and we see the moon is up. I actually backed it up a little bit to this point so you can see that the moon is actually in the picture. And this is in Iceland, of course. And for those who don't know, I will back it up a little bit more. This is the berm down at the bottom of Notthagi Valley. And why is the quality so low? Don't know. There we go. A little bit better. And of course, the berm is back here. And Notthagi Valley is actually in that direction, in between the two hills. And we're not seeing any new lava flows or anything like that, so just thought I'd throw that one up, and then we will go up to the camera that's up on the ridge and have a quick look at that. We still see our wonderful Ragnar over here in its fumal state, off-gassing as it slowly cools down. I don't want to be a disappointment to people, but I'm starting to believe myself that Ragnar is done, and we will in all likelihood not see too much more coming from that particular volcano. Just a hunch I've got, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. We are seeing some smoke clouds or plumes here and here. These are caused by the extra moisture from that snow we had yesterday, as things are finally getting evaporated. And of course, those are hotter areas. So yes, Ducky, sniff, sniff. Ragnar, come back when Cumbra Vieja is sleeping. And yeah, you know, I'm hoping it would. I'm hoping it would. We're going to keep an eye on it, you guys, honestly, because to me it is important that we continue to observe. For myself, I'm not going to give up on it yet. I'm going to watch it though. Here we go to the Iceland earthquake map, and we did not have a heck of a lot of new stuff go on today. Everything is still kind of the old status quo. I was looking here up here at Astja, which is this area right here, the crater. We did have a couple of little spots in there from today, 0.1, or sorry, a 1 magnitude. And there was another one in here somewhere, a little guy. I think it was this one. Hard to see. No, that was yesterday's. Maybe it was the other one. I thought one of these was new. Yeah, this guy here. So a 0.6. So we do have a couple in there that are doing something, but I don't think, oh, I never noticed this guy before. No, that was from yesterday as well. So very little activity. All the stuff that we had here has all kind of simmered down, and I think everything is simmered down in general, which is unfortunate. Now we did have here in the ice fields, we did have a little bit more today. Here there was a 1.9. And I don't know if this was another one here, or was that yesterday? Yeah, no, 1.3. So there is still some activity, but nothing really super significant. And we'll get back out here, checking all the way out in the water. We don't see anything new happening out there. And if we zoom in, majority of these are fairly old. Again, to give you the lay of the land here, Grindavik is here. Our existing volcano is right around here where the hand is now, in that little valley, and that's Geldingadarle. This is not Hagi, and not Kriki, and Meridalia, and let's see, so Grindavik. This is the Blue Lagoon here, and the power station just beside it. So that kind of gives you the lay of the land. Kalir is this old volcano here. We did have a lot more in this area very close to it before, but everything seems to be migrating southward, and it is doing it quietly in a way, and we're not getting that much action. That one was from yesterday. I believe there was a couple here from today. Again, 2.6 from yesterday. I don't think we're going to see, yeah, that's 3 days ago. But you can always go and set your minimums and your maximums yourself on here. And if you need to know where to find that map, just type in earthquakes. And earthquakes will bring up the map, or link to the map, and you can do that. It's kind of the way it is. Let's see. Anyway, you guys can set everything up there just to get yourselves the numbers, so it won't take too much to do that. The other areas here, you notice our little swarm has kind of died out here as well. So everything is now being a little bit more inactive, and not seeing that much going on. So maybe things have calmed down a little bit in Iceland. I really don't know. Let's pop over to the rumble chart. So these are the harmonic tremors, and of course the leading edge that we're looking at here, showing that it's fairly far down. Now we do see activity, right? But we're not seeing anything coming up high enough to make a difference here. So, and we haven't for quite some time. If you take a look at the blue, you know, your average is going to be way down below that 3,000 mark. And you do see some spikes here. Of course, these are earthquakes, and they do show up on the tremor or harmonic tremor chart for those who are wondering what those spikes are. So that kind of leaves us there, and there really is nothing new and wonderful happening in Iceland. I did not load up the stills today, so back to Ragnar as we look at it and go, okay, still giving off gas, but it's not doing what we want it to do. So I saw the sawtooth waveform. Yes, we do have that sawtooth waveform, and I wish it would go up a whole bunch higher, all three colors, right? So okay, leaving it at that. We kind of went through that. I didn't do anything for Hawaii today. It's pretty much the same as what it was before. But if you do want to get in there, I do have the links for the Hawaii maps, and it's exactly that word, Hawaii maps. Hawaii maps, and that should bring up the USGS map. Hey, what happened to my colors? Oh, there it is. Let's Paulzilla actually typed it as well. Oh yeah, it's gonna be swamped. Too late, Paul. I'd already seen it. Anyway, I'm gonna throw it back to our Cumbre Vieja so we can watch the lava flow. And somewhere along the way, I think, why is that not showing the link? Did we break the bot? I could swear that's what I had the description for it. Yeah, I think we broke Nightbot. Everybody wanted that file at the same time, and Nightbot didn't know what to do. This Dr. Fox. Juliana, what are you looking at? Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out what you're actually looking at. Some earthquakes are calming down now. Yeah, earthquakes are calming. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what Juliana was talking about. Okay, Dippy says these vents are making the number 7 in honor of your early hitting 7K subscribers. And I hope I do hit 7K in subscribers. That would really be awesome. I'm getting a lot closer, and that's really, really cool. And then once we hit 7K, there's only 93K more to go to get to the next standpoint, and that's 100K. And that's when I would retire from my work and do YouTube full time. So yeah, all fun. Somebody also brought up Talks link, which is all right. And there's also Tony's link in there, and you guys can go see that one as well if you type exclamation Tony. And that gets, that's not Tony Nagy, by the way. That's a different Tony. But that'll give you guys a few other options to have a look at there. And let's not do that, Ron of Virginia. That may end up being a little bit wrong in the sense of how we say that. Yeah. Okay. Solar Wizzo also in there. Who is Tony? If you go to the link, you can find out. They have a stream as well, and there's also Duchess of Elements has a stream as well. So yeah, subscribe. The volcano gods demand it. Okay, Dippy, we believe you, and not a worry. But okay, that one we didn't need to delete that one, Paulzilla. But I know what you're thinking. Okay, we see that we got. It is just about time for the break here, but we are at 398 likes. Let's see if we can push that over 400 a bunch, guys. I know there's a lot of you guys in here that probably have not yet hit the like button today. Would really be awesome if you could. That's really what I look for. We're trying to really push it up there. Also wanted to mention here, if you have not yet subscribed and you want to see or get notifications when the stream goes on, you can certainly hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification thing. That way it happens every time we come live. And let's see, if you need to know the times of the stream, you can certainly look down below in the description, and it tells you what the weekday times are and what the weekend times are, and they are slightly different. The weekend times start a couple hours earlier, actually 3 hours earlier, and I do that to accommodate the European community a little bit more, because it is very difficult for them to get on sometimes, and you know, this way everyone will get a little bit more of a shot at it to keep them happy. So on that friendly note, I think it is time for me to sneak out, have my Pepsi, and take a little bit of a breather. And like I say, if you haven't hit the like button, do hit that. On that friendly note, play nice in the lava, you guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to go for a break. I will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, I've got the microphone back on. I didn't want to come back as nasty as I did last time. I thought it'd be a little easier. So, good evening to those who have just joined. We are on the last half hour of the Volcano Eruption live stream. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You are indeed watching Cumbre Vieja on the screen. It is live. And doing a wonderful job of continuing to dump out its lava, and of course you see the smoke that it's generated up top there off of the new well, it's not a new vent, it's a combination of several of the other vents that were up there before, and a lot of off-gassing and a lot of flames coming out of there. So a lot, probably a bunch of very, very fine particulate matter that is being ejected. And of course, with the superheating from the lava, it's just turning into flames. And there could be gases in there as well, but we know by the looks of that black smoke coming out that there's probably a lot of small particulates in there that are being superheated, and that's kind of what we look at and think that is happening, rather than it being gases themselves. Well, actually superheating a lot of that material does create gases, and hence the flames. Okay, so but it is a very fiery show in comparison to just watching it erupt straight up and sparkles everywhere of tephra, right? So looking pretty cool. And let's see, a few more people snuck in the door here. We got Sassy, I think we got you earlier. 95 Winston, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Carrie Mary 53 is also in. Welcome, Solar Wizzo. I think I might have mentioned you earlier. Miguel Vaughn, also back. Glad to have you back on board. MG2431, good to see you. I think I might have mentioned you earlier there, but you get the double whammy. Bog Caddy also here. And let's see, Madcap is also back in the house. Adriano Padre or Padro, please, do keep your messages in English. Thank you. And that would really help everyone out, since no habla español here. Okay, the primary language of the chat, of course, is in English, so we'd like to keep it as that, and keep it very clean. And speaking of clean, Ron of Virginia, thanks for a good clean show, Dr. Fox, and thanks for the link through Nightbot. You are welcome. And yes, we do have those links through Nightbot. If you take a look down in the in the bottom in the description there, of course, it has a bunch of the shortcuts that you can bring up for yourself to be able to get those maps and different charts and so on. Now, for those who are in here, and if you decide, oh, I can't remember what the link was, and I wanted to find that, I've got to wait till the next show. You don't have to. You can actually go to my home stream. I have a 24/7 live stream in addition to this volcano stream, and you can always go there. This is the link to it. And let's see, Dorothy also on the channel. Welcome, Dorothy. Anyway, that link, that way you can go there after hours or whatever, and anytime, and bring up those same things, and that'll help you out if that's what you're looking for. So, and yes, there's usually people there, and also, yes, there's bunnies there on occasion, as of late. They haven't been too many, but we do also have the display up on the roof of the building for those who are into Halloweening. So lots of things to look at, lots of things to enjoy. Sky Tour subscribed. Okay, Bobby Joe, glad you went over and subscribed to Mark's channel, and I don't mind that. That's actually a very cool channel to keep an eye on, and of course that's what Mark does for a living, so he's right into that, and he does have some pretty cool things out there. Let's see what else we got going on here. Very relaxing place to be, DrFox2000. Yeah, it is actually. If you want a very quiet stream to go chat in, that is a good little stream, and we do have anywhere from 5 to 25 people in there at any point in time. And it's typically a lot quieter than going into a massive stream like these ones here. So we do enjoy that. Just wanted to make note of what was going on the screen. As you can see, we're starting to grow some arms and legs of the lovely lava pushing out and down. So I'm sure we're going to get a little bit more of a heavier push of lava happening. And one of the things I did notice, the volcano is a lot quieter today. I don't know if the guys turned the volume off. The one seems to have some volume trouble with the microphone, but the other one that I normally listen to is a lot quieter, and I've got the volume up full crank, and I'm not hearing it. So if I actually go to their other live, and yeah, it's very, very quiet, and yeah, I don't know why it's so quiet. Huh, too quiet for me. So kind of making me wonder what the heck is going on. Anyway, they did have another camera stream up there. I don't want to throw that one up there right now, but I think we will be okay. CV must be sneaking up on someone. Nancy Buchanan, well, Dr. Fox, I can't keep up with the chat tonight. No, at times the chat was moving very, very quickly, and it is difficult to keep up with it. It is actually very, very quick sometimes. Dr. Fox, if you want to show the photo of the bacon seed and the banana piggy. Okay, we did that. I can show that again if you like. So for those who missed the bacon seed earlier, I can show that again. So there's the couple of bacon seeds right there, and they are cute. I think they're conniving. The one on the right hand side there is saying something to the other one on the left hand side. Hey, let's go do something. Or I don't know. Troublemakers. Yeah, troublemakers. And of course there was the banana eating one. Okay, and Lewis. Yeah. We understand. You may not understand what we're talking about, but those are bacon seeds, and we refer to the lava coming down the side of the hill looking like bacon. So, okay, Lewis, that is very good. You're out of here. Have a nice time. And, Juliet got nailed with that one. Let's, okay, I think Juliet is okay. All right. Yeah, we don't need that kind of language in here, Lewis. I don't know who you think you are, but we don't do that in here, all right? And just so you understand. Okay, so no, we want to leave that. Piggy, you accidentally undid what Snowman did, so maybe redo it. Okay. And let me see, maybe I can redo it. I can redo it. All right. No, it's hidden. Okay, so user is hidden. All right, not a problem. We don't tolerate that kind of things here. No foul language because you're gone very quickly, and we have zero tolerance for that. Okay, just so you guys know that. Anyway, looking at the stream, and it is absolutely awesome to see the amount of erupting material coming out of there. And yeah, foul languages for birds. Exactly, you got it, Frank. That is a pretty fiery show. When we look at it from the other angle, of course, though, it is not as bright because all that smoke is drifting towards it, and the fire's kind of hiding behind things. No, tonight is not the full moon. Full moon is on the 20th. Bob Prediger, I hope I said it right. But yeah, on the 20th, Bob, is when it is. So about a day and a half from now, technically, and you'll get to the full moon, and should be all right. Wednesday is the full moon. Yes, Sharon, you got it. Okay, Duchess of Elements, so sweet. Another prediction is unfolding. Yep. Well, we continue to watch and see in awe of what it will do next, and we do enjoy watching the changes on a daily basis. And of course, seeing the new venting and so on, it's pretty cool. Lava floweth north. Okay, threatening new areas. Well, this stream, actually, Solar Wizzo, when we go back to the 3D map, if we go here to that 3D map, and we'll just kind of do a quick review on it. I got to get on the right page. Of course, we'll back out a little bit. So what they were saying is some of these flows are moving this way a little bit more, and as well in here. And I'm not sure if there's more flowing out into this terrace area and so on. I don't believe there is. I think what's happening is we're seeing the flow, and you can actually see here the live lava streams, and they're pushing down. Now, they will make their own tubes, but most of it is going to continue to flow back down this way. Let's get rid of that. We will see some advancement here. So, this area here may be in trouble, depending on how much time goes by. And I don't know exactly what's all involved here, but these people are not in a good position here if this continues to move. And if I get back, I don't want to move to the other side here with my thing and draw on it, but these multi dwelling complexes, it's going to be affected, and some of this area here. But I don't see extra stuff up on the sides here, so the highway and so on is going to stay intact as far as I can tell. But you never know. If this thing does erupt quite a bit more, it could do things, and those are your vents up top, and that's where it's actually coming down. This is an older volcano, so kind of existing already. The new stuff is actually sitting all up in here, and you see that the lava flow coming out of there, so that material is flowing down the hill and coming this way. On that note, we'll zoom that out, get back to our actual lava that we love watching so much. That is right there. Left side of stream collapse soon. Okay. Yeah, we may see some of that. Who's blocked? Juliet, did you block somebody? Okay, need to study that topography. Lava drops quite a bit from vents to the sea. Yeah, actually, Mark, it does. There's some, if you take a look at some of those places, but it's kind of funny though. Like I was saying earlier, with what we were seeing, what I thought was going to slide off to the southern side of that one flow, because of the shape. I was actually amazed though that it would continue on top of the old lava rather than sliding down the hill on the southern side and flooding out that area, which is kind of makes you kind of wonder. So what kind of a ridge did it cut into itself, and how firm is that material to continue down in that same path? So we got factors of viscosity that we have to look at, as well as what did it do? Did it develop itself a tube, and that material was holding together so much that it just kind of slides down the big old slide, if you will? So kind of awesome to see, and I think it's real neat. I may have had a shallow depression, or was crushed by a new flow. Yeah, there are all kinds of things that can happen very quickly, right? How long until it cools down and rebuilt on? Circustar, that depends on what area it is, where it's located. If you have very thick material, if it's 30 meters thick, that material underneath is going to stay hot for years. Okay, as we all know, lava itself creates an excellent insulator, and so you'll have an insulating layer that's laying underneath it on the ground that will have cooled down to ground temperature, and then basically the tube or whatever, your chamber that it's sitting in, all the outsides of that lava crust are cooling down, keeping it contained, and that material can stay hot for years. Just to give you an example, the material in Geldingadarlar, that is beside Ragnar, will likely stay hot for 50 plus years because of the depth of the lava. So that kind of makes you Banana Puss, what the heck are you laughing at? Okay. Nancy Buchanan, have you heard if the tunnel connecting the east to the west of the mountain is still open? As far as I understand, the tunnel is still open, yes. Ramiro, English, please. This is an English-speaking chat only. Thank you. And we don't mind you come in here, and you please use that common sense and do it in English. Okay, well, it's really cool, Dr. Fox50. Yes, Maria, it's a long time before that lava will cool down. Now, it depends on where it is, though, okay? And again, if we go back to the 3D map, I can give you an example of where it was actually less than 50 years. And we're looking at the 3D map right here. We see our lava flow. So let's zoom in on this area a little bit and kind of give you an idea. You see this outcropping here. Well, first off, you see the cliff, all right, all the way along. You see where the cliff is, and you see this outcropping of lower land below the cliff. Now, that extends for quite a ways, and you take a look at what is all here. This is all stuff, this whole area is stuff from 1949. That's when that lava was deposited there. And obviously it cooled down enough because it being close to the seawater. And of course it's also since 1949, I'm sure they had to wait a bunch of years before they could actually go in and get on there and actually do something with that land. But I'm sure those plantations have been there 20 years already. So that area might be only 20 years old or 30 years old as far as the civilization on it, right? Hard to say, But that's just as an example. So 1949 is when this whole area was deposited here. And you know, now we have new material on top, so you probably guesstimate, you know, in another 50 years or so, you'll see some plantations on there, on these wonderful places. So it's going to take some time to deal with, time to cool down, and hopefully, you know, everybody will be okay with it, and in the future, it's going to do its thing. Let's see, wanted to have another quick look at our sky view, of course, and yeah, that bright moon hiding in the clouds up top there. It's in here somewhere, and it's smiling at us. I know, that's a pretty squishy looking moon, but he's up there somewhere, and looking down upon us. And glad to see that. And of course we see some very light spots showing up from our shot here, and of course a plume and a mushroom cap to it. So yeah, not quite a nuclear explosion, but you know what I'm saying. It is a lovely scene though. And on that note, I think I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. I see it is time, 7 p.m. The lights have gone out. I don't need to do bunny duty tonight, but it is that time of the day. And hoping that you all enjoyed the stream tonight. Thank you for helping me get over 7,000 subscribers tonight. I just checked. And I am at 7,005 subscribers. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified when the new streams are on. I'm trying to keep it over 7,000 is what I'm actually trying to do here. So I know we always lose a few here and there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. Also, if you have not yet hit that like button and you do enjoy what we are presenting to you, please give it a quick shot. And yes, 7K. I wish it was 7,000K, Maria. But yeah, 7K. Awesome to have 7,000 subscribers. And thank you very much all for being part of it. And really humbles me to know that all you good people are, you know, you're basically responsible for me getting up there. And I know I look at it myself, and yeah, I am responsible for getting this stream going and started and running and bringing all the wonderful lava people together. So I hope you really do enjoy it, though. And thank you all. Thank you to the super chatter tonight. That was Dream of a Hive, wonderful super chat. And I'm going to say thank you very much to all of you. Really do appreciate this. So thank you. And on that friendly note, hopefully we'll see everyone in tomorrow's stream. We should be on the same time, same place. And you take care of yourselves tonight. And please remember, tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Good night to you all. Thank you to my moderators. And we'll see everyone tomorrow. Good night.